السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ نحمده ونستعینه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوکل علیہ ونعوذ باللہ من شرور انفسنا ومن سیئات اعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد ان لا اله الا الله لا شريك له ونشهد ان سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا آمنوا بالله ورسوله والكتاب الذي نزل على رسوله والكتاب الذي أنزل من قبل ومن يكفر بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر فقد ضل ضلالا بعيدا. إن الذين آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم ازدادوا كفرا لم يكن الله ليغفر لهم ولا ليهديهم سبيلا. بشر المنافقين بأن لهم عذابا أليما. الذين يتخذون الكافرين أولياء من دون المؤمنين أيبتغون عندهم العزة فإن العزة لله جميعا. وقال تعالى إن الذين يكفرون بالله ورسله ويريدون أن يفرقوا بين الله ورسله ويقولون نؤمن ببعض ونكفر ببعض ويريدون أن يتخذوا بين ذلك سبيلا أولئك هم الكافرون حقا وأعتدنا للكافرين عذابا مهينا. والذين آمنوا بالله ورسله ولم يفرقوا بين أحد منهم أولئك سوف يؤتيهم أجورهم وكان الله غفورا رحيما. وقال تعالى ومن لم يؤمن بالله ورسوله فإنا أعتدنا للكافرين سعيرا. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الإيمان أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وتؤمن بالقدر خيره وشره. صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ما قال ربنا وخالقنا ورازقنا الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. درود شریف پڑھیں سب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Respected elders, brothers, friends, young ones, ladies listening at home, first of all we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all his ni'mas. May Allah give us tawfiq and shukr. May Allah accept our zabani shukr and may Allah be pleased with us. Respected elders, brothers, friends, this is I think first time I'm delivering Bayani Tafsir of Imam Bukhari. MashaAllah. Come here before. Last time I came was Hazrat's program. When Hazrat was doing Hazrat Bukhari and Hazrat's throat and he lost his voice. At that time I was here sitting at the back. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower his rahmah and mercy upon Hazrat's grave. May Allah elevate his ranks in Jannah. May Allah join him with the Siddiqeen, Shuhada and Salihin. Masjid is related to Imam Bukhari rahmatullah. What can you say regarding Imam Bukhari rahmatullah? The great personality, the great muhaddith, the great wali of Allah, the great Zurub. No, we think of him only as a muhaddith, but he was also a great Sufi, great Buzruk. He was writing hadith at night and students are sleeping. Some of them might be awake. Imam Bukhari writes, notes, checks. And then when it's time to sleep, he's getting tired, getting a bit sleepy, he gets up, performs wudu. So the student says, Hazrat, it's time to sleep now. What are you doing? No, I have to pray a few rakats. It's these rakats which will benefit me in the hereafter. And all awliyaullah, all mashayikh wa tahajjud guzar. We hear regarding Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani rahmatullahi alayhi. After his death, he is seen in dream and he is asked, Hazrat, how did you everything okay? How did you fare? And he says, ذهبت تلك الإشارات وفنيت تلك العبارات وما نفعنا إلا ركيعات كنا نصليها بالليل. All those Sufiana nuktas and isharas and all those ibarats and wording all faded away. यहाँ कुछ काम नहीं आया, जो काम आया वो रात की पढ़ी हुई चंद रकात है, उससे फायदा हुआ. Hazrat Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi was a great personality, very humble person as well. Once Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi was making a ribat. Ribat means musafir khana, travel lodging. When people are traveling, they can rest there and move on. So it's a sadaqah jariyah. So he was making it by himself from his own money, and he was helping in the construction as well. He was carrying the bricks and the cement on his shoulders. Students said, Hazrat, but you don't need to do this, we'll do it for you. Said, no, this will benefit me in the hereafter. And when it was completed, he was really happy. He did da'wat of all those who had helped him and slaughtered a large animal, cow, and taza gosht, and we had brought some rotis, Firabri says, and we thought that it's not going to be enough. But Imam Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi, don't know what he prayed and did done. Those few rotis were enough for everyone along with the gosht and meat. He was a great, humble, mutawadi person. He was sitting in the masjid. Someone entered the masjid and there was some kachara stuck to his beard. He cleaned it and threw it away in the masjid. Now, masjid should be kept clean. Imam Bukhari saw all that. But he didn't pick it up there and then because people were looking. So he sat there for a moment. When everybody's attention was distracted elsewhere, Imam Bukhari secretly picked it up, stood up, went outside, threw it outside, and then came back and sat in his place. Imam Bukhari, an extremely generous person. He inherited a lot of money, but he spent it all in studying Hadith Sharif. And then he had to go through some tough times as well, because he's always on the move. So there was a time when all his expenses ran out, nothing left. Now, you know, when you are a rich person, you've always had it, then you can't stretch your hand in front of anyone. And Imam Bukhari, how can you beg from someone? He says, for 5 days, I would just go on the outskirts and eat some grass and leaves, like we eat, you know, lettuce, sweet salad. So lettuce or these types of things and drink water and just come. And then after 5 days, I said, oh, I can't take it anymore. Immediately accepted his dua. Allah provided for him from there. And he says, after that, I never suffered faqr and poverty. Allah always provided for me. Imam Bukhari would spend, he would do business. He would import clothing and sell them. He wouldn't sell them himself, he would have agents to sell them. And whatever profits he would make, he would spend on the students. And he was a very honest person. We hear stories about Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi in the Khatm al-Bukhari, how Hazrat Maulana Islam al-Aqsab rahmatullahi alayhi in Khatm al-Bukhari always used to mention these stories of Imam Bukhari's sadaqat and amanat and dayanat. Famous story of Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi alayhi, wherein he was traveling in the ship. Someone befriended him, asked him what he's got. That bag, 1,000 dinars. Wow, that's a lot of money. Millions in these days. These gold coins, 1,000. Now, the person was energy, so he wanted to get hold of that somehow. So he devised a scheme. And he, went to the captain and said that, my bag of money with 1,000 dinars has been stolen. Can you check everyone's belongings, please? So the captain said, you're a fool, stupid. Who's going to steal from someone inside the ship? Must be a stupid person because he knows he's going to get caught. Nobody steals on the ship. People steal on land, but not in the middle of the ocean on the ship. He said, no, I'm telling you the truth, it's been stolen. I said, no, go away from me, you're lying. He said, I'm telling you the truth, it's been stolen. So when he pestered the captain, he announced, "By everybody stay where you are, and we are going to do some checkings. Someone's money bag with 1,000 dinar coins has been stolen, so we are looking for it." So they searched everybody's properties, everybody, Imam Bukhari's whole property, everybody's bags were searched, nothing came out. So the captain was angry. So I told you, you're lying. Nobody's going to steal, nobody's going to have 1,000 coins on nobody's going to steal, sir. All right, no problem. Things calm down. Later on, they are sailing, traveling. Next day, he asked, whispers to Imam Bukhari, what happened to that bag? Imam Bukhari said, when you made all that noise, I just threw it in the ocean. You threw 1,000 dinar in the ocean? Yeah, why? You could have claimed your innocence, brought some witnesses, it's yours. Imam Bukhari said, no, I could have done that. But down the line, after some years, somebody might have doubted me and been suspicious of me, shut the possibility that Imam Bukhari might have stolen, and that would have discredited my narrations, my ahadith. I didn't want that plot to come on my dignity, that people could after down the line say that Bukhari must have stolen someone else's money. I'd rather get rid of those 1,000 coins. I don't want any badnami and anyone to point a finger at me. This is the amanat of Imam Bukhari, and his truthfulness, trustworthiness, his dignity, honor. So Hazrat Imam Bukhari, we have lots to learn from the life of Imam Bukhari and the life of our pious predecessors. We study their lives, we learn from them. And this is something which will help us preserve our deen, preserve our iman. We are living in a society where we see around us is greed everywhere. Money, everybody wants to become a millionaire. Quickly, a rush, and have the best house, best money, best pay, best business. And we think the person who has the most money is the most intelligent person, and he is living the best life. Whereas that is not the case. Our Prophet ﷺ is sitting in a majlis and he asks people, Man akiyasun nas? Who is the most wise and intelligent person? Now if we were there, we would have rushed to give the answer. I had to do some research on the internet. It's about, what's the best job? Who makes the most money? And on the internet it said 100 most money-making jobs. At the top of the cardiologist, heart surgeon. In America, he gets the best pay. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands per year, and then on top of that, other things. So we would say maybe a cardiologist, heart surgeon, specialist, maybe a businessman, this person, that person, professor, lecturer, teacher, Sahaba said, Allah Rasulullah, Allah Rasulullah has you know, who is the most wise person? The Prophet said, أكثرهم ذكرا للموت وأكثرهم استعدادا للموت. The person who remembers death most and the person who prepares most for what is to come after death is the most intelligent and wise person. You see, how many of us remember death? How many of us remember death? We see janazas after janazas, don't even remember our own death. We should go to Qabristan, attend janazas, it softens our hearts, reminds us that this life is so fragile. One switch off and we are gone. Sometimes I go to Golden Qabristan to visit my parents' grave and I see an open grave ready. I feel the thought that this could be my grave. Who knows? Tomorrow I'm gone, I'll be buried here. We have to remember, as soon as we enter graveyard, we have to remember our own death. And this brings that istihzar, Deen. This, there are many benefits of remembering death. As the Shaykh Rahmatullahi writes in Mawqiyat in the Muqaddamah, the benefits of remembering death. First, it stops you from sinning. When you remember your death, it stops you from the sin. Why should I sin? Malakul Maut, I will die whilst I'm sinning. Allah forbid, Allah forbid, Allah forbid. People do die while they are sinning. Reading this book, Fara'idul Qisas, mentioned there. There was thunder, lightning, heavy rainfall, running around people, running around frantically. And among these flats, from one flat, the lady ran outside and she was screaming. So the neighbors rushed to her. What's up, inside? She went inside. And one of the neighbors had come to her house after her husband went to work. And he was fornicating with her. And during that zina, these clouds came and lightning and thunder, and whilst committing that zina, he had a heart attack because of the noise of that thunder. And he died whilst committing the zina. People do die whilst sinning. How can you sin? If you remember your death, it will stop you from sinning. The first benefit of it is it stops you from sinning. You think for a moment, what would happen? In Medina Sharif, there was among the Tabi'een, one of the great Tabi'een, Abu Amir, and he was like a Rahib, a monk. So, one day, a person was sitting with his wife, and he said, "Yeah, this Muhammad is a great wali of Allah. He's always, mashallah, ibadah, masjid, namaz, always worship. He doesn't fall for any temptations, any fitnas. Nobody can tempt him." His wife was extremely happy. That's why extremely pretty. And she said, she opened her hair in front of the mirror, looked at her beauty. Would he not fall for this beauty? I wouldn't fall for you. I know he's such a person. I'm going to test him. And she approaches, he come to him. I was asking for salam. My lady, no. Because my wife is, I want to ask the personal masala. She goes inside her. And then she, reveals her burqa, opens her face and opens her hair. And she says, I don't want masala. I want to keep it. I don't want masala. He looks down and then he says, okay, tell me something. If Malakul Maut was here to take your soul, did you think of fornicating with me? She said, no. Well, if you were in the grave and Munkar Nakir came to you questioning, would you think of zina at that time? No. If you were in Lidan Hashar and your Hisab Kitab was being done, would you think of zina at that time? And she said, no, no, no. When Allah ki bandi, that these three things are going to come upon you. How can you think of zina now? You should behave yourself. And he went on. She's crying. She comes back home and she's sobbing and crying. And Abu Amir's tawajjuh changed her. And she herself became a rahiba. So her husband used to say, my wife was a pretty Jamila husband and Abu Amir turned her into a rahiba as well. The moral behind the story is that our death is going to approach. If we remember our death, it will stop us from sinning. And one of the reasons why our iman is fading away and people are falling for temptations and na'udhu billah, fisq and fujur and iltidar and other thoughts and whisperings and shaitani af'al and harakat and maybe falling into atheism and other religions or whatever. One of the reasons is forgetting death. We think we're going to live here forever. I'm not going to die. I can chill out. I can do whatever I want. Who can stop me? This type of attitude, behavior is snatching our iman away from us slowly, 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 slowly. We have to remember our death. Second benefit, Hazrat Shaykh Rahmatullah said, if you remember death, then you will fulfill the huquq of Allah and huquq of ibad on you. You won't want to go from here while you owe someone something. If you owe someone some money, debt, loan, you bought something, you haven't paid for it yet, you borrowed something, you haven't paid it back yet, you damaged someone's property and you had to repair it, give him the money for repairing, or whatever debt or loan or curse or something is on you, you won't want that hisab, kitab to be done on the day of Qiyamah after death. You will settle it there and then, as soon as possible. I have to settle it before I die. Once I die, who is going to settle it for me? No, I know of a person who borrowed a lot of money from people and bought some properties in Dubai, thinking I'll make profit and then I'll return this money to them. He had an accident, died in the accident. Now, he owed about 400,000, 500,000 pounds. Now, people went to his family, his sons, and they said, we're not going to pay. They had properties here, they could have sold it and paid off the debt of their marhum father, but they said, no, we're not going to pay. When people persisted, you know what the son said? Go to my dad's grave and ask him for his counsel. Who's going to pay that 400,000, 500,000 pounds on the day of Qiyamah? His children have got money, but they're not paying it. Greed has got the better of it. So when you remember your death, you will settle everything now quickly. Sort out karbar sarbar nahi chahiye. I don't want any debt on my head when I die. Hazrat Shibli Rahmatullah, great wali of Allah, disciple of the Junaid of Dargila, great wali of Allah, Muqtadi Sunnah. Before his death, he was really sad. Someone asked him, why are you so sad? And he said, in my life, I have done ihsan of a person for 1 dirham. I have done sadaqah of hundreds of dirham on his behalf, but now when I'm leaving this world, I am regretting that my that ihsan of 1 dirham. What if he holds me to account on the day of Qiyamah? How am I going to answer and how am I going to respond? How am I going to answer that? This is a very sad. 1 dirham, my neighbors, 1 dirham. At the time of death, he told Khalid, help me. He brought water and he did food. Now, Hazrat Shibli Rahmatullah was trying to say something, but his zaman, his tongue was gone. He was no longer able to speak. So he was trying to say that you've done my whole wudu, but you've forgotten one mustahab. And that mustahab was the khilal of the beard. He couldn't say it. So he grabbed hold of the hand of the khadim and took it in his beard, and he died while his hand was in the beard of Shakir. This was their ittiba of sunnah, their carefulness. And in spite of that, this piety and taqwa and parhezgari, at the time of death, he's worried about that dirham, nuksan which he has done. Our other Shaykh Zakaria Rahmatullah says that once we went for Hajj by ship, we arrived at Jeddah. And from Jeddah, we had to travel by camel. And there were Badus. And they take camel up to Makkah Mukarramah, they ride on the camel, take the luggage and everything. So the Badu who was taking us, he was a very harsh, aggressive person, and he argued, accused, and so Hazrat Shaykh was young at that time as well. So Hazrat Shaykh maybe सुनाएंगे नहीं मगर पड़ता तो हुई खड़े हो गए लेकिन when they got to Makkah Mukarramah, they offloaded all the luggage and everything. And then Hazrat Shaykh Rahmatullah told him that we here and we give you money. But he was angry and we left. So Hazrat Shaykh Rahmatullah came back with the money from his belongings and the Badu were gone. Now Hazrat Shaykh Rahmatullah was really scared. He went around the market where all the Badus parked there, camels, and he's looking around everywhere frantically, he can't find the person. And all those days as a Shaykh stayed there, he kept going there looking for him, but he was nowhere to be seen. And Hazrat was one parishan. Hazrat gave all that money, sadaqah on his behalf, and a lot more sadaqah on his behalf, asked Allah for forgiveness. But Hazrat Shaykh then kept on remembering that, kya ho gaya, istahab mara, chara uska, muawazah liye baghair chala gaya. Although if you do sadaqah on their behalf, when you don't find them, there is hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will relieve you on the day of Qiyamah, or they will let you off because you did sadaqah on their behalf. But the thing is there, Allah wale, they are really scared of hisab kitab on the day of Qiyamah. So, one of the benefits of remembering your death is that you settle your hisab kitab quickly. Any hukukul ibad you have on you, you fulfill them. Hazrat Maulana Khalil Sahab, Saharanpuri Rahmatullahi alayhi, he's on his deathbed. Very nice person. Wali of Allah, this, all the Rabbazul Majhul, very soft, gentle, and kind person. Before his death, he's in Medina Sharif. He tells everyone to go and call his wife. She's sitting with him. And he says to her, we've been together for all our lives. Alhamdulillah, you've been very nice wife. I don't know how I treated you. I want you to know. If I have said any harsh word to you, I have done you. If I have done anything wrong to you, please forgive me. And she said, why are you saying this? No, don't say this stuff. I don't like it. I don't want you to say this. You've been a very nice person. You've never said anything. You're so kind and so generous. And I just, Haran says, no, but I'm still asking you. But no, but I don't need to forgive you. You haven't done anything wrong. No, just say that you forgive me. I forgive you. And she had to say that I forgive you for anything wrong might have done. Our Shaykh, they are very careful at the time of death. They are thinking whatever hukukul ibad I might have, missed out on or done something, I have to settle that properly. So this is another benefit of remembering death. That we stop sinning. Secondly, we settle whatever we owe, whether it's hukukul ibad or whether it's hukukul Allah. We have to settle our hukukul Allah. Namaz, roza, zakat, hajj. If people, alhamdulillah, missed out on something, they go see it. Perhaps Allah can forgive, Mafi. A few days ago, a lady died, but she was very ill, elderly, has children. was ill for a good few years. She was unable to pray namaz, in and out of, bimari and sicknesses. So her husband said, Maulana Sahib, I don't know how many namaz qaza, and I want to give on her behalf. How can I give? Now, if we total what the fidya of all those namazes and the rosas, it goes into thousands of pounds. So I asked Sufi, Sufi Sahib, I'll check it. So Sufi Sahib says that, thousands of pounds hard. If he can construct a masjid for her, then inshallah people will pray namaz in that masjid. That will benefit her in the way. So I think this should happen. So he said, okay. And the husband made a masjid for the wife. I phoned my cousin in India and in Rajasthan, in a remote area, small town, village, there's no place to pray namaz. We made a masjid there, it cost about 10,000 pounds. They gave it Masjid Maryam, all the areas to the work. Bibi Hazrat Muhtar Maryam, Maryam की तरफ से ये मस्जिद पर लोग नमाज पढ़ रहे हैं. So you have to settle yourself if you can while you're alive. If you missed any namazes, if those surviving you, like a nice husband who pays for you, or nice sons or daughters, alhamdulillah, that is good. But if they can't, there are cases. One of my friends in Canada once phoned me, Maulana Sahib, my mom died, and she had lots of namazes and rosas. How much fidya do you have to give? And we say the fidya supply fitr for one namaz and for each rosa. So he said, Maulana Sahib, we calculated it. Fitr is maybe $5 there, so many dollars. Now she didn't leave so much money behind. And we are just working class people, we don't have that amount of money either. But my mother has left some gold. If we sell that gold and pay off her fidya, would that be okay? I said, you have to ask all your siblings, brothers, if they all agree, then you can do that. They said, no, all agree, all agree, no problem. Our mother's fidya first. We don't want any gold or money or anything from our mother. So they sold that gold and paid fidya for the mother. If you have your hukukullah, give them yourself if you can. And if you can make up for the qaza namaz, do those qaza namaz. If you can still do it. I once mentioned qaza umri in the Kriya Masjid night doing a Bukhari does. And one of our elders, I'll tell you, Maulana Zakir Taylor Sahib's father, Ismail Bhai, comes to me, Maulana Sahib, give it number one. How do I do that? I said, well, you only have to do qaza of the faras and witr, no sunnah. So 17 faras and 3 witr, 20 rakats qaza for one day. So you calculate your namaz, how many years I might have missed. And then you go according to that. And you make niyyat that the first Fajr I made qaza, the first Zohar, first Asr, first Maghrib, first Isha, and with first Witr. So when they are done, the next one will become first. When they are done, the next one will become first. And similarly, so on, you move on and you do qaza of your qaza. And he used to read in the beginning over 100 rakats a day. In the morning, he was over 70. Would get up in the morning, do wuzu, musalla, and gada sit down. Maulana Zakir's mother would say, Maulana ko Raheem karo thora. And I said, no, and he increased it from 100 to 200, and at the time he used to pray 300 rakat a day for Qadai. He once come to me and asked, Maulana Sahib, amuk namaz to amuk waqt ka par safar ma bhi hoye, tima bhi namaz chuti. I said, if you remember, then okay, pray qasar, but if you can't just estimate and pray full rakat, no problem, it'll be done. After nearly 2.5 to 3 years, he comes, Ismail Bhai comes walking to my house from really have a mukti really. This is mashallah. I heard it. They don't have to be said out of mukti. No, sir. Why is one more front? So no, that's it. No. And I was around that night. Just seems came to give me this news and back to the video. I said, I'll drop you off in my car. He said, no, you don't need to. I'll walk with me. Now, such dedicated people, because I don't want anything left from it. This is the benefit of remembering death. So, Hazrat Shaykh Rahmatullah writes that when you remember your death, the second benefit is that you settle all your sport, all your whatever you mullah, find. And then, third benefit that the Shaykh mentions is when you remember your death, you disconnect yourself from the dunya. You no longer have attachment to the luxuries and the pleasures of the world. Our Hazrat Rahmatullah alayhi used to zikr, very mashallah, with our studying these. And during the zikr, sometimes also read and poetry in Farsi. Hey dunya, yuni waqt ki awas jaan, kabai, thaniya, manzil uqba, kamle, rasta dikhai, daravam mambajna, rehke tu hazza darai, walika zikr tu goyam ki baki wa khutai. And it was so beautiful. You don't understand the Farsi word, but the tune and the rhythm in which Hazrat used to sing that couplet was beautiful just. And what he's trying to say is that, oh Allah, I have fallen for the luxuries of the dunya. I have the least concern about my akhirat. Allah, please forgive me, have mercy on me. I don't like this state of affairs of mine. Please guide me towards haqq and truth and give me the understanding of the zuhd in dunya and raghbat of akhirah. When you remember your maut, you will have this zuhd in you, qana'at, contentment of the heart. Whatever Allah has given me is enough for me. I don't want for more and more. So qana'at is a lesson we need to learn from the Guriyas. Guriya is working for you. 5 o'clock, finish, he's gone. You tell him, please wait, overtime, I'll give you more money. I don't want to take it. I have to go home, I have to love my team, my family, relax, rest. Weekend, 9 till 5, that's enough. They won't want, those Gorias who are, disciplined, and they have their system, life. They don't go for extra money. They think about themselves. But whereas we just fall for that extra money. Overtime, anytime, he becoming 1 shift, 2 shift, 3 shifts, morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, weekend shift, but money should keep coming. We shouldn't do that. We have to have qana'at, and work for this dunya as much as we have to stay here, and work for akhirat as much as we have to stay there. Work 9 till 5, play your Dhuhr namaz, Asr Maghrib if it's inter. After 5 o'clock, come home, relax, have your tea, and then do some wazaif, awrad, come to the masjid in the evening. If you can go to some, evening classes, tajweed classes, fiqh classes, hadith lessons, tafsir lessons, go join those lessons. After Fajr, there is dhikr majlis, sit in the dhikr majlis, benefit from the dhikr majlis. Think about your akhirat more than about your dunya. When you remember your death, then you will disconnect yourself from the dunya and attach yourself to the akhirah. You will always think about that. And when you do this, the hadith says, izhad fil dunya yuhibbuka Allah. If you detach yourself, disconnect yourself from the dunya, Allah will love you. You want Allah to love you? Get rid of the dunya from your heart. Get rid of it from your heart. We can't get rid of it from our hearts. Our mashayikh, Buzurgan and Deen, they used to get rid of it from their hearts and from their hands. If dunya came to their feet, they would just throw it away. Don't want it, go away from here. Get away from me, I don't want you. No, go away, I don't want money. They would just give it out. As it comes, it's gone. You will hear many stories of shaykh who never fell for the dunya, they were always attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, busy in zikr, muraqabah, azkar, awrad, wazaif, spending hours and hours and hours in the masjid, in one corner, in muraqabah, busying themselves. They loved that life, that spiritual life. They didn't fall for the worldly life. Sahaba, Tabi'in, Shayikh, ulama, sulaha, Hazrat Junaid Baghdadi rahmatullahi alayhi is sitting, Murideen is sitting with him. Someone comes with a large bag of money and he says, Hazrat, this is hadiyah for you. Distribute it. Hadiyah for you. He said, Hazrat said, I don't want it. How do I know? He said, no, Hakim, and distribute it among your students. He said, no. And he said, no, do sadaqah khairat of you, get lots of sawab for it. And Hazrat said, do sadaqah yourself if you want to. I don't want it, I'm not taking it. He didn't take it. He don't want to take it away from him. He asked, if I take this idea from you, okay, ask me, tell me something. Do you want your wealth itself to increase or not? And he said, Jesus, that is what he said. And Hazrat Junaid Baghdadi said, well then, you are more in need of this money than me, because I don't want my wealth to increase. You want yours to increase, take it yourself, you take it, you use it. Hazrat Maulana Qasim Nanotwi rahmatullahi alayhi, founder of Darul Dewan, he used to get 10 rupees per month in wages. From Hyderabad, he got an offer of 300 rupees per month. How many more? 290 more. If you were with me, I would have run for it. Allah maaf kare, hum aise duniyadar log hain. But Hazrat Maulana Qasim Nanotwi replied that Alhamdulillah, I am here in this madrasa. My monthly wage is 10 rupees. From that, 5 rupees are enough for my monthly expenses, food and clothing, etc. I have to worry about the other 5 rupees, where I will spend them. If I come to you, then I have to worry about 295. So I don't want to come there. I'm okay where I am. This is called qanaat. This is what we have made Hazrat Nanotwi. Once he was teaching, and this person from Muzaffarnagar, Virat, came without money. He was a wealthy person. And he thought to himself that, nobody must have given this much hadiyah to us. That is the biggest hadiyah. Now, he's coming with these thoughts. Hazrat had a kashf that he is coming with these, intentions, motives, and thinking that this is the biggest hadiyah someone could have given, and the greatest and the biggest in giving hadiyahs. Hazrat realized that. Then he came and he said, Hazrat, wealthy person, Hazrat, look, why are you not here? No, Hazrat, take it. No, I don't want it. No, please take it. No, I don't need it. You take it away from me. And he begged Hazrat. Hazrat was a very strong personality. Some people are weak and they have to give in. And others are very strong, like our husband, very strong personality. Towards the end of his life, and no matter how much you insist on, you will not take it. Hazrat Nanotwi was a very strong personality. No, I'm not taking it. Just take it away from me. Now, the person very sheepishly stands up, very heavy feet, goes, and where Hazrat's sandals were, slippers, he emptied that bag of coins over there on Hazrat's shoes and sandals. Hazrat finished his dars and sabak, and then he stood up. He comes over there. The student, he sees that all the coins are over there. Hazrat laughed. And then he said, Chalo bhai, ab le lo isko, back mein pad. दिमाग दुरुस्त हो गया ले लो इसको ले लो and then Hazrat said यही फर्क है हम में और दुनियादारों में दुनियादार दुनिया के पीछे भागते हैं और दुनिया हमारे पीछे दौड़ती है when you remember your death and your life after death, your goal is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you disconnect yourself from dunya and you attach yourself to akhirat, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we need this. May Allah give us these qualities of our shaykhs. So, we were going to talk about something when I went in another direction, but inshallah this will be beneficial. Brothers, sisters, in this day and age we are surrounded by many texts and fitnas. May Allah protect us from all the fitnas. What can we say? One of the greatest fitnas is the trial and test of faith. We are being tested with regards to our faith, how strong we are. Now when these tests and trials come, then people will fall into one of two categories. Like in every test, driving test, you either pass or you fail. So when this test comes on our faith, our iman, we either pass that test or we fail that test. Now when fitnas are overwhelming, one after the other, what happens? Many people just believe and fall for it. And others become stronger. Even in that fitna, their faith and their iman and their connection with Allah gets stronger and stronger. They become a better personality, a stronger personality. This is what should happen. And this is in the hadith of Sahih Muslim and Bukhari as well. تعرض الفتن على القلوب كالحصير عودا عودا فأي قلب أشربها نكدت فيه نكتة سوداء وأي قلب أنكرها نكدت فيه نكتة بيضاء حتى تصير يعني القلوب على قلبين أبيض مثل الصفا لا تضره فتنة ما دامت السماوات والأرض والآخر أسود مربادا كالكوز مجخيا لا يعرف معروفا ولا ينكر منكرا إلا ما أشرب من هواه. صلى الله عليه وسلم. جامع معنا كلمات. Fitnas will come upon hearts and minds. Fitnas come on hearts and minds. Your heart, you will be tempted in your heart, in your mind. And he explained how Al-Hasiri. Then he said, whichever heart absorbs that fitna and takes it in, then a black patch will be formed on that heart. And whichever heart rejects that fitna, then a beautiful white shining light will appear in the heart. And hearts will become in one of two categories. One will be shining, illuminating, Roshan, Munawwar, and it will be as strong as a large rock. Some rocks Allah placed from the time Allah created dunya, and from Adam alayhi salam's time that rock is still there, it's not moved. No amount of winds and tornadoes and hurricanes have been able to move those stones and rocks from the mountains. So this heart will be as strong as that rock, unshakable, unmovable, illuminated, Roshan, Munawwar, and unshakable. Whereas the other heart will be murky, mixed with fitna, like murky water. If there was shallow water and you walk in it, all the dirt will come up and mix with the water as murky water. The heart will be murky. You can't see the right and differentiate between the right and the wrong. Here the heart will be like a container which is put upside down. If you were to put a pot upside down, you can't pour anything on it, otherwise it will pour off it. It won't go inside. So the heart will be toppled upside down. No khair and good will enter it. And that heart will not recognize any good as good, and will not recognize and will not reject any evil bad as bad. It will be mixed, confused. Now, we are surrounded by fitnas, and people are falling into one of these two categories. And one of the main attacks is on our iman, trial of faith. And believe me, many people leaving faith, murtad, apostate, ex-Muslim. If we ponder and observe such people, why? What is the reason? Then they themselves can also evaluate their position. Perhaps they have been spending a life of sinning, disobedience, sins of the heart, sins in private privacy, zunubul khalawat, extremely harmful. The sins in privacy, in bedroom, on internet, on iPad, on iPod, on television, on other social media platforms, YouTube, chats, making friendship with the opposite gender, friendship with other people, watching some video on YouTube is like making friendship with that person, sitting in the company of that person. And if you watch this type of material on YouTube and befriend such people, then you're going to be influenced by it. And there are many people who are attacking Islam left, right, center. And we watch those videos. It's our own fault for watching those videos. Shouldn't watch it. I read in Muhzan Akhlaq that 3 persons were going somewhere and there was a mulhid, a zindir, talking about this ilhad and zandaqa, misleading people. So one of the 3, just walked fast and run away from there. The other person hesitated and listened for a bit and then moved on. And the 3rd person sat down to listen to him. So the mulhid later on said that the 3rd person who sat down is mine. And the 2nd person who stood for a moment, listened, and then went away, will be mine as well. If not now, later on. But the first person who ran away, he won't be mine. I can't grab hold of him. Now, this is the same case with YouTube and other social media platforms. And also television, movies, dramas. There's so much kufr and shirk and, filthy stuff out there. If you run away from it, you will be saved. But if you hesitate and watch a little bit here and there, then you will be stuck on it for hours. You won't even realize that 2-3 hours have passed and I've been on here. And then slowly, you will become like the 3rd person. You will fall for it and you will always be engrossed in it. You will never be satisfied. You will just go and move on and on and on and on. This is why, cases where people do silly stuff. It all starts from sin of the eye. Nazar-e-bad, pornography. And then this craze goes on and on. And then it leads to, na'uz billah, the actual act of zina. And then it could lead to rape. You fall in love, you want to do something bad, you just go and you rape. And we've just seen a few days ago the case in media. And police are supposed to protect the public. The one who are being appointed to protect the public is kidnapping a beautiful girl, raping her and killing her. That's what happened. It all started from there. Because watching dirty stuff, slowly, one thing leads to another, and then you end up there. And where is this going? Where is the society going to end? If you keep on going down this route, they've legalized everything. Sooner or later, they're going to legalize pedophilia as well. Sooner or later, they're going to legalize incest as well. A relation between brothers and sisters, siblings. It's okay. You can get married with your brother and sister as well. You can get married to small girls as well. Pedophilia is going to be legalized. The way society is heading, that's where it is going. Even among these people around us, there are some who are far-sighted, and they are writing such articles that the way we are heading with LGBTQ and everything is going in that direction. Sooner or later, this is what's going to happen. May Allah protect us, not only us, but everyone around us, the other societies as well. These are the fitnas around us, and we have to protect ourselves from these fitnas. How can we protect ourselves from these fitnas is another subject, and it requires a long bayan in itself. Maybe some other time, inshallah. But it's very nice to see these students already. These students are here for protecting their iman, and they are here because this test of faith, trial of faith, is surrounding them, and they want to protect their deen, iman, be a strong Muslim. And when you stay in Darul Uloom, you stay in the environment, then it has a profound effect on your personality. You learn, you study, you stay in the company of your mashayikh, your ulama, your asatiza, you benefit from them, and you increase your knowledge. This is going to protect your deen and protect your iman, inshallah. Therefore, whilst you are studying, you should work hard. The first important, the need for a student is mujahada, working hard. Don't waste time. You will have all these temptations in front of you, mobile and this and that, but don't fall for those fitnas and temptations. You don't understand, realize, focus on your study, why you are here. And these years which you are studying, they're not going to come back. You're in Darul Uloom for 6 years. These 6 years are not going to come back in your life. You have to learn whatever you can during this time. If you're in Mishkat or in Bukhari or in Hidayah, there might not be another time when you will pick up Bukhari or Mishkat or Hidayah later on. Because not everybody gets to teach Bukhari and Mishkat and Hidayah. So this is your only time when you're studying these kitab. So study them properly and work hard and gain as much knowledge as you can. This is what will help you in protecting your deen and protecting your iman. And inshallah, if you work hard, Allah will take the work of deen from you. You will go out and you will not only save your iman, you will save the iman of others around you. And this is, these awliyaullah, they are mentioned in the hadith. The beautiful wording of the hadith. إن الله تعالى يحب الأبرار الأتقياء الأخفياء الذين إذا غابوا لم يتفقدوا وإذا حضروا لم يدعوا ولم يقربوا قلوبهم مصابيح الهدى يخرجون من كل غضراء مظلمة. The last sentence of the hadith. قلوبهم مصابيح الهدى. Their hearts are the lanterns of hidayah, and they exit from every dark and murky fitna very smoothly. يخرجون من كل غضراء مظلمة. All fitnas that come, they don't affect their hearts and minds. Like a firefighter. He's in a huge inferno, huge building, and he's going around fighting the fire. He's got that protective gear on him, and he's got the light and goggles in front of him, and light in front of him. He goes through the fire, he walks through the clouds, but nothing happens to him. Similarly, when you have that iman and faith and that nur in your heart, then you will glide through these fitnas smoothly. They will not affect you. So you need that. So work hard, take in as much knowledge as you can, and at the same time connect yourself to Allah, and bay'at to the mashayikh, ulama around you, stay in their suhbah, learn some fikr from them, do some zikr azkar on a daily basis, read some Quran Sharif on a daily basis as well, and also general general public, you should do dhikr, azkar, awrad, wazaif every day, read Quran Sharif, tilawat, and our awrad. This is what will protect us. And make this environment in your home as well. Make your children, get up for Fajr in the morning and, pray Fajr and then read Quran Sharif, Yasin Sharif. Do some ta'aleem in your home. Read some nice books. Get everyone together. Be friendly with your children. And, sit down together, at least one meal together with the whole family and share your concerns with them. Listen to them. Give them advice. This light-hearted mood with the parents and the children is extremely beneficial. This is what will keep them strong. If they have any problem, they'll come to you straight away. My dad, my mom, they are my best guides. So you have to be the best guide for them and provide the correct, guidance for them. This is how we will save our iman, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the tawfiq to act and practice on what we said. Give us the tawfiq to do it. ठीक है मौलाना साहब, हज़रत मौलाना दुआ करना तशरीफ लाइए, दुआ करा प्लीज, इतना काम का ये मैंने सारा कर दिया, बिस्मिल्लाह, चलो दुआ करा, दुरूद शरीफ पढ़ लें. अच्छा, माय फ्रेंड मौलाना बिलाल साहब इशारा कर रहे हैं कि किताब चीज़ें लेते जाना. भी आप सब किताब के बाद इंशाल्लाह 25% डिस्काउंट फॉर टुडे इंशाल्लाह. और ये किताब हम बेचते हैं लेकिन प्रॉफिट नहीं बनाते हैं, ये इसी में रोटेट होते हैं. तो दूसरी किताबें और छापनी है इंशाल्लाह. 3 किताबें पाइपलाइन में हैं. कसीदे बुर्दा की शरह इंग्लिश में 1-2 सफ़ात में आएंगी इंशाल्लाह. मस्जिद पर रहती है, यस कोई क्वेश्चन आंसर कोरोना वायरस के बारे में, वो भी इंशाल्लाह छप रही है. तो आ जाएगी इंशाल्लाह. भाई के लिए भी पैसे चाहिए तो आप इसको लेंगे तो थोड़ा पैसा जनरेट हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह. और ये किताबें बेनिफिशियल है, आपको फायदा होगा. सूरह यूसुफ की तफसीर है, सूरह फातिहा की तफसीर है, सूरह मरियम है, सूरह नूर है, शरीफ की है, फिर रमज़ान की सूरह फ़ज़ाइल मसाइल है. आप लेते जाइए, आपको फायदा होगा और हमारा भी फायदा हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह. अल्लाह आपको दुरूद शरीफ पढ़ लें. सुब्हानक अल्लाहुम्मा व बिहम्दिक, अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्ला अंत, अस्तगफिरुका व अतूबु इलैक. اللهم لا نحصي اسمك انت كما اثنيت على نفسك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الامي وعلى اله واصحابه وسلم تسليما. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. اللهم انا نسالك علما نافعا وعملا صالحا ورزقا واسعا وشفاء من كل داء. اللهم اغننا بالعلم وزينا بالحلم واكرمنا بالتقوى وجملنا بالعافيه. اللهم انا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع وقلب لا يخشع ونفس لا تشبع ودعاء لا يستجاب لها. اللهم نور قلوبنا بالقران وزين اخلاقنا بالقران ونجنا من النار بالقران وادخلنا الجنه بشفاعه القران. اللهم اجعل القران العظيم ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء احزاننا وذهاب همومنا وهمومنا وكروبنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وارزقنا تلاوته آناء الليل واطراف النهار واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين. يا ارحم الراحمين، معاذ اپنے فضل و کرم سے سب کی مغفرت فرما. اللہ ہم میں سے کسی ایک کو بھی یہاں سے محروم نہ اٹھنے دیجیے. اللہ ہم میں سے کسی ایک کو بھی یہاں سے محروم نہ اٹھنے دیجیے. پروردگار عالم پوری امت کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. پوری امت پر رحم کر دیجیے، کرم کر دیجیے. پوری امت کو معاف فرما دیجیے. امت کے ساتھ ستاری اور غفاری کا معاملہ کریے. امت کی حفاظت فرمائیے. پروردگار عالم اس وقت آپ کی مہربانی سے مسجد امام بخاری رحمۃ اللہ علیہ میں بیٹھے ہیں. یا اللہ، نسبت بڑی ہوتی ہے حضرت امام بخاری رحمۃ اللہ علیہ کے صحبت خیر میں ہماری دعا کو قبول فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ، اس مسجد کی بھی حفاظت فرمائیے، انتظامیہ کمیٹی کی بھی حفاظت فرمائیے، اور علماء کرام نے پروگرام آرگنائز کیا، ان سب کو خیر عطا فرمائیے. اور یہ دارالعلوم کے طلباء اسلام میں بیٹھے ہیں، اللہ ان کو بیٹھنا میں قبول فرمائیے اور ان سب کو علم نافع عطا فرمائیے، عمل صالح کی توفیق عطا فرمائیے. سب کو اللہ آپ کا قرب نصیب فرمائیے، آپ کی محبت عطا فرمائیے، آپ کی معرفت عطا فرمائیے. اللہ دارالعلوم کی خدمت قبول فرمائیے، دارالعلوم کی حفاظت فرمائیے. اوپر سے نیچے سے آگے سے پیچھے سے دائیں سے بائیں سے ہر طرف سے حفاظت فرمائیے. اور دارالعلوم کی ضروری ضروریات کو خزانے غیب سے پورا فرمائیے، مشکلات کو آسان فرمائیے اور ترقیات سے مالا مال فرمائیے، مقبولیت محبوبیت عطا فرمائیے۔ پروردگار عالم ہمارے دوست احباب یہ بھائی اتنی دیر سے میں بیٹھی ہیں، گھروں پر مائیں بہنیں سن رہی ہیں، یا اللہ سب کو جزائے خیر عطا فرمائیے، سب کو قبول فرمائیے اور سب کی تمام ضرورتیں پوری فرمائیے۔ ہم میں اور پوری امت مسلمہ میں جو بھی مسلمان بھائی بہن بڑے چھوٹے بچے بوڑھے جہاں کہیں اس طرح پریشان حال ہیں، ان کی پریشانیاں ختم فرمائیے، جو بیمار ہیں ان کو شفا عطا فرمائیے، جو مقروض ہیں ان کو قرض سے چھٹکارا عطا فرمائیے، جن کی شادیاں نہیں ہو رہی اچھے رشتے عطا فرمائیے، جن کے یہاں اولاد نہیں ایک صالح اولاد عطا فرمائیے، جن کی اولاد نافرمان باقی تاقی ہوتی ہے انہیں نیک ہدایت عطا فرمائیے، جو دین سے نکل گئے ہیں ان کو واپس دین کی طرف لے آئیے، دین کی سمجھ عطا فرمائیے، ہمارے ایمان کی حفاظت فرمائیے، ایمان ضائع ہو جانے سے اللہ بچائیے، ایمان کی حفاظت فرمائیے، ایمان پر ثابت قدمی عطا فرمائیے اور ایمان کے ساتھ یہ موت عطا فرمائیے اور میدان حشر میں بھی ایمان کے ساتھ حاضری نصیب فرمائیے اور ایمان کے ساتھ جنت الفردوس میں داخلہ نصیب فرمائیے۔ یا اللہ ہماری ساری ضرورتیں خزانے غیب سے قبول فرمائیے، پوری امت کے ہاتھ پر رحم فرمائیے، حرمین شریفین کی حفاظت فرمائیے، مسجد اقصیٰ کی حفاظت فرمائیے، دنیا بھر کی تمام مساجد مدارس مراکز تبلیغیہ خانقاہوں علماء صلحاء مشائخ اہل اللہ کی حفاظت فرمائیے، ہمیں اپنے اکابر اور مشائخ کے نقش قدم پر چلتے رہنے کی توفیق عطا فرمائیے، ہمارے اکابر کی قبروں پر اپنی خاص رحمتیں نازل فرمائیے، بالخصوص ہمارے حضرت نقل اللہ عنہ کی قبر مبارک پر اپنی خاص رحمتوں کی بارش برسائیے، ان کے درجات اعلیٰ علمین میں صدیقین میں بلند سے بلندتر فرمائیے، ان کی تمام اداروں کی حفاظت فرمائیے، سلسلے تصوف کی شاگردوں کی پوری فیملی کی حفاظت فرمائیے یا اللہ، اور اسی طرح ہمارے دیگر قابل کرتی حضرت شیخ تلیہ رحمہ اللہ محترم، حضرت شیخ علی صاحب، حضرت پیر صاحب، یا اللہ سبھی کی قبروں پر اپنی رحمتوں کی بارشیں برسائیے، ان مشائخ کی پاک جوتیوں کے صدقے تو خیر ہم گنہگاروں کو بھی قبول فرمائیے، جو مشائخ و اہل حیات ہیں سب کی زندگیوں میں بے حساب برکتیں عطا فرمائیے، ہمارے حضرت مولانا بلال صاحب کو ہر طرح صحت عافیت سے مالا مال فرمائیے، حضرت شیخ کی فضول برکات کے ذریعے سے خوب پھیلائیے اور ان کے ذریعے سے ان کی مجالس کو قائم فرمائیے، اللہ ہم میں سے جن کے ماں باپ یا دونوں میں سے ایک انتقال کر گئی ان کو غریب رحمت فرمائیے، ان کے درجات بلند فرمائیے، ان کی قبر کو جنت کا باغ بنائیے، لیسٹر کے قبرستان میں جتنے مرحومین مسلمان دفن ہیں سب کی مغفرت فرمائیے اور سب کے درجات بلند فرمائیے، یا اللہ ہمیں بھی اپنی قبر کو ریلی رکھنے کی توفیق نصیب فرمائیے، ہمارے بیوی بچوں کو بھی نیک بنائیے، صالح بنائیے، آنکھوں کی ٹھنڈک خوشی کا ذریعہ بنائیے، یا اللہ ہماری زندگی میں دعائیں قبول فرمائیے، صحیح دعائیں آپ کو پاک پیارے حبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے آپ سے مانگی ہیں، انہوں نے آپ سے جو کچھ بھلائیاں مانگی ہیں وہ سب ہم سب کو نصیب فرمائیے، اور انہوں نے جن برائیوں سے پناہ مانگی ہے ان سے ہم سب کو اپنی پناہ نصیب فرمائیے، ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم، صل اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه اجمعين برحمتك يا ارحم
I know.